guys!
What's up?
Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you guys so much for coming back and joining us.
Yes, my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B, and whichever you choose is what? All right with who? Me. Yes!
I love it.
Yes.
It's getting its own little jingle.
It is! I like it. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we are here for another fabulous podcast, and this week we are talking about
Blackpink.
Blackpink. Blackpink.
Exactly.
It's like Diddy doing Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
so we love the group so much.
Yes.
Like we've been trying to do these. We have been doing them weekly, watching the new video or song or listening to a song. And we watched a couple awesome videos this week, and then we watched
a very interesting guide.
So we have done a guide.
Yes.
So please go back and watch that, because that was a much better one. This one, I'm sorry to whoever suggested that. Truly no shade. Like, if you liked it, that's great. But we just, It was very strange.
It was, you know what it was? It was just, I think the information in it was dope. It was just the way it was presented.
Exactly.
I think the person that created it, it was just a little, maybe just like missing the mark. But it was definitely like, it was informative.
Yeah.
It definitely opened the eyes up to specifically YG, I think it is. And how they're
one of the big three.
Yeah, or maybe, you know, based on the creator of the video, his assumption on how they choose to market Blackpink. And what he was saying did come across like, you know, I could see what he was saying, especially with like the weight out. And it's interesting to see how it was a very interesting, there's a couple of things that I took away from that. But yeah, that guide was very very markety.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, it was really cool to hear more about just like the numbers. You know what I mean?
That's the stuff I actually look.
Yeah.
So many artists hate the talk of numbers. I think, specifically in America, I feel like a lot of American artists I hate the talk of nowadays, like the veteran artists are like, nobody cares about the talks and numbers. Now, you know, it's all about whether the music reaches or depending on what part of their career they're at.
Well, but here's the thing,
I mean?
I think the numbers have to do with how their music reaches. Like I don't necessarily mean like number of albums sold necessarily, but more like how many views the videos got.
Well, I was
like that.
Okay, because that's true. I was talking more so about sales.
Yeah.
Like I was noticing how he kept bringing up like the sales and stuff like that, which in that aspect, I feel like a lot of artists don't care about, because now it's like you could sell 2 songs but reach 300 million people with views. You know what I mean? Which it's that video, the guide that we watched, I feel like it makes me question or bring up that idea of I guess when it comes down to is it not quantity versus quality?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess quantity versus quality.
Yeah.
I guess when I see stuff like that, the video made me. It sparked the frustration that I have when it comes to the new way the music industry is, because now it's like I was saying, like you could literally have a viral TikTok or something and automatically get a record deal or go number 1. It could be a song that has no substance or whatever, you know, to each their own, no matter what artist or who the artist is, but it could have no substance. It could be a song about toilet paper, and because it went viral, it's number 1 on Billboard. Yeah. And it's like stuff like that frustrates me, because I think of the days where people literally had to work their behinds off to sell one album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, you know, I think it's the way it works out is 15,000 streams equals 1 sale.
Wow.
So like you have something that has 150 million streams. That's what? That's 15,000 sales or something like that?
No.
Oh, how does that work out?
Think about it. 1, 2, 3, 100,000.
So it'd be 100,000 in sales.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas, like, to sell 100,000 of an album or a single or whatever, like, it was a lot harder. Right. You know what I mean? Right, so it's like, I feel like that video when he was talking about the strategy of YG, like, it makes sense.
Not 100,000, 1,000. Yeah.
Oh, wait, if it was 150 million.
150 million, yeah, add 3 zeros. No, 4, I'm sorry, 10,000. Sorry. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Math.
10,000.
Yes.
10,000.
So, okay. So, but just like that same idea, though, it was just like that, and it just, I got the idea, but it was a little like, I think that's the thing that was most interesting that I did learn about them is I didn't realize that within the first 4 years, they only released like
17
songs. Whatever it was, yeah. In 4 years, which is like an album. If you think about it. So it's like one album. Or if they broke that down into 4 EPs.
This last summer was the first time they'd released, I think, in like 2 years, anything at all, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they took a little like type of like break.
And I know they've done some solo stuff and I know they do covers and things like that. And I know they, did Lady Gaga and with Selena Gomez and things like that. But yeah, it
kind of makes me feel like they're the marketing strategy.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me feel like their marketing strategy is almost identical to Adele's. Because Adele will release an album.
Yeah.
And will just go away.
Well, but the thing is, I think with Adele is like she has to go away and then has some sort of life event and then she'll write another album.
Right, which is like true, but it's still the idea of going away. And she even mentioned it, like Adele mentioned it, I think in her Oprah interview that there are times when she actually wanted to release music, but her label actually told her not to build up the anticipation.
That's what it sounded like from that video, like with Jenny coming on and saying, like, I want to too.
Right, but it's like we have to wait, which is like...
It's frustrating.
It's frustrating as a listener and the artist,
absolutely.
So I feel like that's what I learned most from that guide is just the way the industry works now and the way artists have to... Also, the way artists just are expected to accept that.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
I know. Especially, I feel like, especially in like the idol industry too. Like they're very controlled by a lot of times. I should say, not everybody, but I feel like there's a lot of control that happens, especially in one of those big 3 companies. Now, what I didn't like, I don't know. Yeah, there were so many kind of things I had issue with that guide. They were kind of like, they just copy pasted this other group. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can have the same concept,
right.
But that's not, I don't know. That's just like taking all of their success and throwing it on whatever. Now, is it the 4 of them alone? No, of course not. Of course they have producers and blah, 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 including their marketing team.
Right.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's obviously something about the 4 of them that that's special too. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hate when people are like, well, they're just a carbon copy of blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I definitely think that,
No, I don't know the other group at all. 21.
Yeah, that's what they were called. We both thought they were called 2NE1 because I thought that was the group.
What do you say it quickly?
Yeah, 21 because it's like the 2NE1, 21.
It's catchy, and they were playing one of their songs, and I know I've heard it before. I thought so. Anyway,
I definitely never heard it.
They looked like they were a lot of fun. Like I want to check them out, but
I'm here for it. I definitely don't think that. I thought that was weird too when they said like a carbon copy because I was like,
I think they said copy pasted.
Oh, copy pasted or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, because now you're saying that their success is is because of 2NE or 21.
No, I mean, I'm not saying they didn't it's kind of like the people who come before you. Like, how many people are inspired by people like the Beatles or Michael Jackson or what, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't have a Bruno Mars without a Michael Jackson, but you wouldn't say he's copy pasted Michael Jackson's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, kind of thing,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of where I'm going with that. But
yeah, no, I feel that.
But yeah, I don't want to spend the whole podcast talking about the weird guide, but
yeah.
But what'd you think about what's kind of your favorite song that we've listened to so far that you can think of?
I feel like when it comes to Blackpink, I really do like that do.
Yeah.
Like, so like
that was the first one we listened to.
That song is a bop.
Yeah.
I also do like is it Pink Venom?
Yeah.
I do.
Pink Venom.
Yeah.
Pink Venom.
I love that song. That song is a bop.
Yeah.
So I like all their music. I'm one of those people too when I need to listen to it multiple times in order to like really get it down. Like track names and stuff. But I do like those songs specifically just stuck out to me. And I think it was really because, especially the do song, because it's just catchy and it's different. Yeah, it's just different, and it's fun. It's fun. I don't know. I feel like their music is just it's catchy, and I think more too when it comes to them. They all are really great artists, but I think it's the personas they each have individually that adds like it's the same thing when I think of like the Spice Girls, for instance. Like the Spice Girls, like all together, they make the catchiest music that is just out of this world. And to a lot of people think that Spice Girls music is either not good or they can't sing or they can't do this and that. And it's like, no matter what you think of them, as a group, there is something very special and the music they create is like incredible. And that's what I like. Blackpink, like I've definitely heard a lot of things said about Blackpink. We've all heard things said about all of our favorite artists. And specifically when it comes to Blackpink, the things I've read about is just like either they're overhyped or they're not great singers or only one of them sing. Like whatever the case, it's always something. But like what you can't deny is that when they are together, they make bops and they make really catchy music and they are great performers and like, but individually they're just as amazing. So I think what specifically with those two songs, like Do and Pink Venom, like for me, I just feel like it encompasses everything that they represent. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this, who they are as artists, individuals, and as a group. Yeah. So those are my two favorite. What about you?
I really like Stay, that like acoustic kind of cover one that we listened to pretty recently. And then I mean, how you like that? I know it's kind of like that TikTok song that everybody's heard, but like I always it gets stuck in my head all the time. Like, look at you, now look at me, now look at you, now look at me. How you like that, like, you know what it makes me think of? Do you remember those Old Spice commercials?
Yes!
Now look at me, now look at you. That's what it makes me think of every time. I'm on a horse.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
So yeah, I can see that all the time. But I like Stay because it was so different from anything we had heard by them before. So, but I mean, every song we've heard about, none of them, they're all on my playlist now and I listen to them a lot. So
they're all super duper dope. And I really like, the fact that I love Lisa. And I really like the fact that I had no idea that Lisa was that popular. Yeah. Like on Instagram and all that stuff. Like that really threw me for a loop. Like just the things that we've been learning about them. And I love that Lisa, her presence, especially on How You Like That. Like her presence just, because that's what I think of when I think of How You Like That. I think of like the da 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 na na na. Like but her presence on that song, it really, for me, like my biggest takeaway from just what we've learned so far in their music, Lisa really reminds me of like the RM of the group. Okay. Like she reminds me of.
I think she's done the most solo stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
But I feel more so like the heart of the group.
Oh right. But I mean, because we were talking about this a little bit last week. I mean, kind of like that creative center. person, and I could be talking out my butt. I don't know Blackpink as well as I know BTS, obviously,
right.
but kind of that person who, has that kind of gravitation to them. That creative. Wow, I can't speak today.
Yeah.
Gravitational pull.
Yeah, yeah.
I swear I speak English.
I live.
But yeah, I can kind of see that because I feel like her dancing, she's very passionate. I mean, they all are, but you can see. I feel like she definitely strikes me as being like just super duper passionate about everything. So that's really cool.
I feel like the creative aspect of the whole group, I feel like that actually comes to Rose. Okay, I feel like because
with the different instruments.
Yeah, like the different instruments and whatnot. But I can't now. We've been like obviously watching guides and stuff like that. Was it Blackpink who we watched a video and one of them was like a dance teacher? It was Lisa. That's why I was like, that's the only reason I thought of Lisa as being like the center of the group because
she's gonna tell you about it.
Yeah, so she gonna tell you about yourself and she gonna expect the best.
Well, I do have to say, I can't remember if we told you this or not, but we did get some comments on that because we kind of mentioned that in the video, in the guide video, and it said so it's from a reality show, but she is really sweet with the girls outside of the dance studio and stuff like that, which we kind of thought.
We figured. But it just shows and I love that though. It just shows that she does because it's the intensity because it's not that she's trying to be mean.
Right.
It's that she knows there's greatness within somebody, or it's like she's like, I want you to be the best version of you. And I don't know, maybe she's looking from the point of view, it's like, I want you to be the best version of you, not to satisfy me, but to satisfy yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because that's who you need to satisfy. Yeah. That's who you need to be great for. And I feel like, her intensity in that moment might be off-putting to some people, but in reality, it's like, no, she wants you to be the best. It's like Clive Davis telling Whitney Houston, do it again.
Yeah.
It's like, no, he wants you to be the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like Lisa is just that RM of the group. Like, I feel like, maybe it's split between Lisa and Rose. You know what I mean? I wonder what type of name that we could call them.
Lisa?
No. Lisa?
Rosa? No.
Wait. Right. Well, I don't even know what it would be like. Wait. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to think of
she goes by La Lisa, so La Lisa, La Rose, something.
La Rose. I like that.
We'll work on it, just like my
slogan. La Rose.
Drop your suggestions below.
Yes, please drop your suggestions below. Do you feel that in order for a group to be successful, let's say specifically in the K-pop world, do you feel that they need to have that leader in the group?
Well, they don't have a leader.
No, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying in general. I'm not. Yeah.
I don't. Well, obviously, I mean, they show us that no, I don't know how, decisions get made. I don't know if it's like a democratic kind of thing where they all kind of pick and choose, or like if certain people do certain kind of aspects of things. But no, I mean, I think there's room for both, I think if you have a group that works together as well as they seem to work together, then you don't need, you don't have to have that person. Because I feel like they all have like their own strong personalities in different ways,
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know them as well as I know maybe other groups, but I don't feel like any of them are kind of like that bossy, like, this is how we're doing, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't get that
like,
vibe.
This is what it's going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to deal with it and you're going to like it.
Yeah, like, I feel like they probably get that enough from, like, the company, maybe, that they're kind of together as, like, okay, what can we kind of do together kind of thing,
I always wonder how long their contracts are with these big companies.
I think it depends. I can't, we can look it up.
Yeah, like, I've always just, like, wondered, like,
so there's
if they ever decided amount. To...
So if while they're a trainee, they're getting, room, board, blah, 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 but they have to pay it back afterwards. Yep. So it's, once they debut, and then once they debut too, it all
depends. Typical is part of your budget.
Exactly. It all depends on like what your contracts are, like what kind of money you're going to make. Because really, a lot of times, like the most wealthier members of BTS, not that they aren't all super wealthy, I'm sure, but are like RM and Suga because they have
The
all
publishing.
the production.
Publishing will say, listen, when all else is said and done, child, perfect
and
example.
Solo stuff and whatever. Yep, exactly. So, and I don't know, the guides that we've watched haven't really talked about whether they have anything to do with like the production and stuff, so I'm not sure. So like I said, I do know Lisa's done some solo stuff, so I believe she wrote that sort of stuff, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, because the gentleman that was like the host of this last guide we saw, he mentioned something about them having like a whole team of producers and a team of songwriters.
Yeah, which I mean,
but everybody
exactly, yeah. So I just don't know how, if they do have any say in the production. I mean, I'm sure they must of some sort, but especially for like rappers, I feel like it's got to be super tough to not write your own stuff, So I don't know. You guys let us know more about that. But yeah, they're all so talented. And I know we haven't really talked about Jennie and Jisoo, but I really like both of them too. Jennie, I love that she is a great singer and a rapper. And then Jisoo is a beautiful voice too. Beautiful, beautiful voice. And yeah, I love, like you were saying, how they do have all those separate personalities, but they come together and form this group. And I can't imagine it being without one of them.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I really like it. And I do like, I know he was going into it a little bit on it, but I do like the name Blackpink because they are kind of like, not total opposites, but yet have those different meanings. You know what I mean? Like they can be tough and soft.
Yeah. That's what it's like the yin and yang.
And it's all like, that's a woman. You know what I mean?
Right. That's honestly how I look at it. Like after watching just the different guides and even like thinking about their name Blackpink, I just look at it as yin and yang. Like you have to have both parts. Like you need the toughness and you need the softness. Yeah. Like black is dark. Black is intense. Black is in your face.
Yep.
Black is just black. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you have pink, and pink is airy and light and soft. And you know what I mean? And it's like you need, it's like opposites attract. Like you need those two together to form a whole. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think Blackpink definitely do that. I think like what they represent is all of that in one. I think they literally represent women. Like they represent all parts of just the female embodiment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and I love that too, that they aren't like, they do, they might wear something short or something form-fitting or whatever, but it's not like tipping that edge over to, you know what I mean? And
I also, I feel like they wear that too, in the sense of like, we're wearing this, not because and it's like, we're going to wear this because not only does it look sexy, but bitch, we're going to wear this even if it didn't make us look sexy. Like, it's like, and that's like, I live.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not like tipping the edge of like, over because most women and groups are over-sexualized. They just are. Yeah. And it takes away from their talent. And I feel like I kind of get what you're saying. Like, it doesn't take it to the point where it's like...
I mean, they all look amazing.
They look amazing.
They look very sexy. And they're,
But when like, you look and you're just
I just want a disclaimer, like, you please wear whatever the heck it is.
Oh, God, yeah.
What I mean is more of...
Like, it's like with intention.
Exactly.
It's intentional. It's not just like, well, they're beautiful women with beautiful bodies, so we're going to put the shortest shit on them.
Right.
It's like, no.
Bikinis all the time.
Right. It's like, no. They are going to wear, first of all, what they want to wear.
Yep.
But more importantly, it's intentional.
And a lot of them are wearing, like, combat boots and stuff. You know what I mean? I really love that, yeah.
And, like, they all mixed it up, too. Like, I feel like there was a performance or something that we watched where I think not even every person in the group had a skirt on or whatever the case. Like somebody had pants on, another person had shorts, another person had like something. You know what I mean?
And they always wear stuff that like they can totally dance in. And so, you know what I mean? So, which is obviously very important, Right. But yeah. Oh, and you know what I love too? This is kind of apropos of nothing. I love that they're all like so like multilingual. Like especially Lisa knowing 4 languages. That's so cool. I mean, so many of the groups I know, like at this point, you almost have to learn English because we refuse to learn any other languages because that's who we are.
Right.
But yeah, just to become bigger in the international stage, and a lot of the K-pop groups do also know Japanese. Because they're a huge market for them. So a ton of groups do Japanese albums and things like that. So, yeah, BTS has done 3 or 4, I think. But where was I going with this? Oh, but I love that they're all like so multilingual and know all these different ones and learning different ones. And a couple of them spoke Mandarin, they were saying. And like, that's so cool to me, you know?
I do. And it's actually funny because I was just sitting here thinking about like our Say What segment. And I was actually going to ask you for the Say What segment, what songs do you pick because they speak so many different languages? I was like, oh my God, we always talk about covers. And I'm like, what covers, because they speak so many different languages, I'm like, what covers can you see them doing?
Oh my goodness.
Or would you want to see them do?
Goodness.
Like if you, even more fun. We'll do it like this. Top 3 songs you would want to see Blackpink cover.
Oh my goodness.
And it could be from any... Or
right.
Or will it be easier to narrow it down to like, let's say, just say girl groups? Or would you want to say like, just in general?
It could be whatever.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
Well, you start because I have
you want to think about it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say, first off, the first song I would love to see them redo would be Spice Girls' Never Give Up on the Good Times.
Okay, all right.
The reason is just because I feel like it fits their personality, and I would love to see like what Lisa would do, like with like maybe throwing like a rap in there or something. It would be interesting to see how they would flip it.
Yeah.
I would love to see them do TLC's Creep.
Oh yeah.
I feel like even like I feel like any TLC song they would kill. Yeah. They would just like be able to flip and do it in their own way. And then lastly, I would really love to see them do a cover of a song that's very much like why can't I think of, I just blanked on the group's name. Oh no, it'll come back to me.
You know the name of the song?
Jade. It's a group called Jade, and it's called Don't Walk Away.
Gotcha.
And I feel like they would murder that song. Like, I would love to hear them do that. And then just, as a bonus, I would love to hear them cover an NSYNC song.
Yeah, okay.
I would love to just see what they would just flip like an NSYNC song. Yeah. Like specifically, there's a song called Makes Me Ill off of the No Strings Attached album, and I would love to see them do that.
Nice.
Yes.
So I think I'd have to go, and I'd have to say something like a David Bowie song. I think that would be super interesting because I have Hamjin from ATEEZ did a cover of Space Oddity that I really love, and then I've heard Maynard from Tool did a cover of Space Oddity too, actually. But yeah, I don't know, something like along those lines because he has so many cool different ones. Maybe it's something like Let's Dance or something.
Yeah.
Dance, exactly. Or like what's the other one I'm thinking of? Oh man. But anyway, a David Bowie song I think would be amazing. And then, I don't know, it would be super fun for them to do some sort of grungy something. Like a Nirvana song of some sort.
Yes. Or like Garbage Paranoid.
Yes.
No, you know who would do really good with that?
Yes. Yeah, they would.
I would
they
love
would.
to see that.
Oh, yeah, they would.
Whoa, yeah. See, K-pop's taking over because we're talking about Blackpink, and then we heard a song. We were like, wait a minute, Dreamcatcher could cover that. That'd be dope.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they have it.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
I would love to hear them do good. That's what, Blackpink is so, like, versatile. Like, that's why I could see them doing that. Yeah.
I know. There's a song. Oh, my goodness. I'll have to put a link in the description or whatever. There's a song My goodness.
Who's it by?
I cannot even remember. Oh, you know what? Do you remember Poe? Angry Johnny.
I
Angry Johnny.
Yes, like I like vividly, like I like the because I remember it. The name Poe was so like Edgar Allan Poe. Like it was so interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would have to hear it again, but that sounds familiar.
Yeah, Angry Johnny by Poe. I would love that.
I could see
that.
Rose doing What If God Was One of Us.
I did that at the talent show in high school.
Did you really?
Joan Osborne. I sure did.
I love it. I wonder whatever happened to her.
I don't even know. I have no idea.
I would love to see, like, I feel like Rose can, like, cover those type of songs.
Yep.
Like, Rose can sit there with a, and just cover, like, Jewel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. But I was thinking Angry Johnny because Poe has kind of this more punky kind of edge to her, too, in her songs. So I thought that would be a good mix because I love... Like, we watched that 80s cover of Leave the Door Open, and Hongjoong just threw in that rap.
Right.
It, like, works so
That's
well.
what I'm saying. I feel like Lisa could do that, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she would, like, just throw something. That'd be fire.
What
would you guys want to see them cover?
I know. I want to hear all of this now.
I know, right? I know.
If the marketing team for Blackpink is listening.
Yes. Please. If you need more suggestions. Please reach out to us at y'allhearingthis@gmail.com. I live. Yes, and clearly we live for Blackpink.
Yes.
We definitely are going to get even more into Blackpink.
Yeah, we are going to go through their entire discography.
Yes.
We're going to watch lives. We're going to watch dance practices. We're going to do it all because they're amazing. And I can't wait to get to some of their covers and their solo stuff and all that sort of stuff too.
And see what they got to offer. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they got so much.
They do.
They are
They
Blackpink,
really do.
okay?
They are.
Period. And let us know anything else that we should know about Blackpink.
Absolutely.
Any other songs. Anything that you think that we should know to make us more of a what?
Blank.
Okay. Let us know. Let us know.
We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. We're having so much fun.
This is so dope. We love you guys so much. Until next time.